We're just giving you out some sheets at the moment there about our overall project. There's some stuff in there about shellfish landing sizes and how to measure them, as well as the area we want to survey and use the data from, as well as the data sheets that the fishermen get to fill in about the shellfish landing sizes.
Do you want to introduce?
Yeah, we're just going to give them out and then we're going to start off.
You've only got 2.5 minutes.
Big John's quite fierce.
Like a week time.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate your time. I am Bambury and I'm Bryony Nash. And we're here today to talk about the project that we're bidding for. And our idea is to construct, plan and organise a detailed project for IFCA regarding the shellfish landing sizes in 2011.
As we all know, the state of our fish stocks is a current and hot topic right now. But little is known about our shellfish stocks. And our research could potentially be a direct analysis of the current shellfish stocks and could potentially lead to further research on legislation and landing sizes put in place for them.
So our project, firstly, would be to create a database for IFCA, which could potentially be used nationwide, as they don't currently have a shellfish landing database in place. So we'd be helping to put one of those together using the data collected by IFCA. We'd also be looking at comparing the different places around Cornwall, so comparing either the north or south sides or the different ports around Cornwall itself, looking at mainly landings per unit effort, species caught, the area that they were caught in, and fishing methods used. All of the data will be live and relevant, as it hasn't been looked at already, and it is also from 2011. The data is in Penzance, so we'll be going down there to look at the data, and then we'll be able to analyse it away from Penzance.
The data that we're analysing is current and live, so it would allow us to see what is happening to shellfish stocks right now at this moment in time. It could also lead to the comparison of previous years' research, allowing us to make future trends and future patterns, thus putting legislation in place to protect them in the future. Moreover, it would be beneficial to us because it's a really big potential career choice for both of us, and we are really, really excited about the opportunity to work with you.
The reason that you should choose us for this project is we're both very hard-working students, and we're both very professional as well. We have the initiative to meet high standards, as well as both being passionate about the project in place. We believe that more public engagement is needed and education on such a delicate topic, and we're excited to have the potential of working with such a high-profile organisation such as NIC.
If you have any suggestions or possible research areas that we could do, we'd really appreciate any questions. Thank you for listening.
Let's floor's open for questions. I know nothing about this area, so who would use the database?
Okay, sorry. IFCA would be able to use that. So Inshore Fisheries Conservation Area Agency would use it to actually look at the fish stocks at the moment.
But they don't have them at the moment.
We already collect the information in, there's us and the MMO, so we're only active in a 6 mile limit. So we do actually have our own returns of those vessels, but the ones in the deeper water, well, further out from 6 miles, have their returns to the MMO, but we then get the section of them that are working in the inshore area. So we, for us in Cornwall, haven't got that database set up in the way, well, in a different way. We do have a database that isn't quite as accurate as we'd like to at the moment. We could use these girls to do it to a sort of much higher standard and get a lot better information out of us. So it's improving our database at the moment.
What happens to the fishermen that don't land in our local ports? Encourage whatever. How do you find out about them?
The data that we would be using would be directly from IFCA, so we wouldn't be going out directly to the fishermen and getting the data from them. So at the moment we haven't decided project titles, just due to the fact that we haven't seen any of the data and we haven't been able to analyse it either. So once we're there, we'll be able to see if there is a possibility of doing a different ports or if actually there's not enough data. So we'll do projects relating directly to the areas with the best data to analyse.
So in creating a database, are you going to use an existing model that perhaps already IFCA or MMO use, or?
I think we're going to be trained in their database and also mapping as well, so we can put the information into a map, which can also give us another perspective on the data that we've got.
Yep, your GIS. How do you think the GIS will add value to what you're trying to do? Because you've got the database and you talk about mapping. How do you think that's going to add value that you couldn't do maybe just drawing it on a sheet of paper?
Okay. The GIS mapping will be accurate because all of the boats, as you can see from the sheet that we've handed out to you, is very, very specific. So the one that Claire's got is in Claire right now. At the top on the left-hand side it says the area, and then the grid referencing, which is the other sheet that should be behind it. So these ones are very specific, so you'll end up with a 7-digit code, which is very specific, so we can enter that straight into the GIS map, and therefore pinpoint exactly where they were landed, and we can then look at the whole of the Cornwall coast and be able to analyse that as well.
Do you think you'll be making this information public?
We hope so, we do hope so. We're not sure on how IFCA want the project out relayed because we actually have to write a journal article, but we're thinking of maybe writing a report as well for IFCA to possibly publish.